Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with Ninja Joe. I am here in my survival colony world, my single player game, where we are building sci-fi themed contraptions and ships and bases and a big colony and all kinds of stuff. Last episode we built a little bit of a guardian farm and just kind of got it started, got it going. As a matter of fact, we have just flown right underneath of it. So yeah, we built this last time. We've got a nice little catch pit here. Oh, can't quite reach that. And those guardians are falling down to their doom at a pit right down at bedrock level. And then their drops are being pushed all the way up here to this sorting system that we have built. Now last time, if you watched the last episode, you saw me get in some of the chests and kind of plan this out, and between episodes I have expanded it and I have added some classic Impulse SV style auto sorting. This is the kind of sorting that just uses little renamed items like that, and you put 41 of that item in there and only that will come through. Yep, pretty cool stuff. So I have arranged this to where we are going to get all prismarine shards on this side, 4 chests of prismarine crystals, or 4 rows of chests, I should say, not 4 chests. And then over here is where all the fish is going to go. We're going to have a bunch of raw cod, and then I left 1 row right here unfiltered. And this is just for everything else that might come through, which is generally going to be ink sacs, pufferfish. I'm not sure if we'll end up getting some cod in this or not, but if we do, it'll end up in this chest. We'll see. I haven't seen any cod yet. So, yeah. So this is a good start. We've got the sorting system. The farm is working. I've been waiting for this number to get up to 41 so that I can do 1 more filter. I need 1 more filter here. This is actually unfiltered currently. So yeah, as soon as that gets up to 41, I'll be able to actually call the sorting portion of this system done. You may have seen, oh, there's a little guardian going around. Guardians do spawn in this tube occasionally, so they come up here, and you can see right there, I've got a little kill chamber for them. They just come to the end of the line, fall into a magma block. That magma block will kill them. There's a hopper minecart there, which is going to put items into this dropper, and I've just got like a little auto circuit here. Oh, there goes, it just fired, and that just pushes the items right back into the water stream, and then they go to the filtration. So we've got a little bit of a circular kind of thing here with a kill chamber for any guardians that happen to get into the system. So these little waterways were a bit tricky to set up, and as a matter of fact, I've had to actually take this last row off of the sorting system because items were kind of getting hung up on that hopper, and I had to replace it with a piece of ice to keep things flowing. So I kind of left these chests here just so visually it looks as it should, even though there'll probably never be anything in them. Ooh, shards. Those shouldn't be there. Those should be there. So guys, in this episode we are going to be taking this sorting system way up high here in the sky, and we're going to be doing a decorative themed wrap around it, a decorative build that is going to be a flying vehicle. And it is basically, the idea here is that flying vehicle is sucking the guardians up out of the ocean and turning them into, I don't know, fish sticks or something. So we've got a bunch of building to do today. That is going to be the main thing. And this is going to be based off another piece of concept art that I've done. So I'm going to jump into that now and talk you guys through the concept art that I came up with, and then we're going to start building. Welcome guys to the first art time-lapse I've done in a couple episodes. I know you guys show up here for Minecraft videos and stuff, and then what do? I take you into Photoshop and start doodling and sketching, but I hope you guys like this part of my videos. It's kind of a fun process for me to do interesting concept designs for different ships. In fact, here you can see I am just hammering out different kinds of ideas about what this fishing spaceship floaty in the sky kind of machine is, and it's so much fun to do, and I feel like relative to Minecraft, it's kind of an interesting idea because I can do so much more with these sketches than I can in Minecraft, especially in a short period of time. I mean, what you're looking at right now, this sketch process was, I'd say, about an hour or so of doodling and playing with different ideas, and that's an important process because I can do so much so quickly. I can try out different ideas until I kind of hit upon something that I like. And in this particular concept illustration, it sort of started off really good, and I was really happy with things, but sometimes in art things don't go the way you want them to. And in this particular painting, I really liked where I started, and then I really didn't like where I ended up. It was, you know, that happens sometimes, and I'm sure if you play Minecraft a lot, you've had that same sort of relationship maybe with a build that you've done, where you start out and you're like, oh, this is awesome, this is gonna be great, and then part of the way into it, you start to feel like, I'm not so sure about this, and then if you keep working on it, or if you don't tear it down, then by the time you get to the end of it, you're like, well, I just need to finish this at this point. You know, there's no going back. I mean, you could tear it down and start over, but you know, I do that sometimes, but not always. The nice thing about these concept paintings that I do is I don't have to really put a lot of time and investment into them. I mean, this looks like a ton of work, but from a painting standpoint, this is really the equivalent of a sketch. This was not a huge time investment for me. In fact, I think I spent as much time sketching as I do painting here. So it was about an hour total for each, which is a little fast, you know. But you know, this is for Minecraft. This is not a professional endeavor, so I've spent a lot less time on it than I normally would. So overall, this illustration turned out fine. It's good enough for the purpose to which we're putting it, which is just, you know, a fun little Minecraft build. But I think the illustration's about done, so it's time to do some collecting of materials and start this build. Hello everybody, welcome back. That was a pretty exciting build. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. We've gotten quite a bit done this episode. I'm pretty happy. However, as we approach the ship here, you will see we have not quite finished it. Back here, this back section, I have left off those wing kind of things from the concept painting. I am not entirely sure that I want to include those, or I might change them. So rather than building them and then tearing them down, I have opted to kind of leave them off and think about it, and we're going to come back to that little detail. I'm definitely going to put something back here, but I'm just not sure what. I'm really not sure. I don't like what I did in the painting. I think we're going to change that up some. But as you can see here, let's go over here and get a nice view. We have got the ugly little tugboat fishing spaceship thing. And this has been interesting. The color palette has been not what I would normally go for, but that's one of the nice things about the concept design is I'll just do something in a painting. I'm like, oh well, whatever. It's yeah, orange, sure, why not? It's really bright colored, but it's also kind of like dirty and weathered. I really wanted it to kind of have like a not quite garbage scowl level of crust and rust on it, but at least a little bit to where it doesn't seem clean and nice and pristine. Like this is a working ship here. As far as the overall size and all of that kind of goes, it's pretty close to the concept design. It's wider than I had intended though, and that has to do with the storage system inside. And I've kind of left a landing bay here in the main body. And boop, there we go. So, if you recall from the beginning of the episode, we had a little storage system floating in the sky. Well, this is it. It is now in the heart of the ship. This is actually inside of the front sort of head section of the ship, which you can't really tell from this point of view, but I've got a little service hatch back here. Maybe we can poke our head in here. So here we go. Behind the scenes, you can kind of see this is the exterior hull of the ship right here. Right up there is sort of the green glass of the quote-unquote bridge. There's really no interior in here. Hello, fishy. Up there is where the bridge would be. I don't know, but I might put a bridge up there. I don't know. I don't really want to spend too much time on this build. This would be really easy to kind of fall into a little trap of putting little nooks and crannies everywhere. I mean, this is serviceable. It's hiding the redstone, and I've got these doors where I can still get back here. And we've got these doors right here, which take us out onto the deck, which is nice. We got the working deck area where we have a little crane. We have like some storage containers and mechanical stuff, and then we have all that at the back there. So this right here, this is where those wing kind of things will attach. I might do, rather than wings, maybe we'll do some kind of anti-gravity pods or something. I don't know. I gotta think about that. But let's stay on task. We were talking about the storage system, so we can come in here, and I've gone for the prismarine brick floor, which is interesting because the ship is orange, but then when you come inside, you got a lot of this green and white of the iron blocks. So I think down the road, I'm going to make a little bit of use of this space. We're going to put a portal in here. I'm going to bring some villagers over here to do some trading for fish, because in our storage system, look at this, we're starting to get fish. Obviously over here we're getting lots of prismarine shards, so it's slowly filling up. The farm is not as efficient as it should be because our circle of glass down there that's catching them, you can see the edge of it right there, is just not big enough, and there's a ton of guardians just kind of hanging out near the ocean monument under the water that are not getting sucked up, and that of course is hurting the rates pretty badly. So this farm kind of It works okay. It works okay. But it's expandable. I can expand it and then make it more efficient. The real reason I made this farm is, of course, these guys, the prismarine crystals, to get sea lanterns. And this doesn't look like I've gotten very many, but also I've been raiding this chest multiple times and making stacks of sea lanterns. I think so far this farm, since it has been built, has produced about 3 stacks of sea lanterns, which isn't a ton, but considering that it's hobbled because it's probably only, I don't know, a third or 25% as efficient as it should be, yeah, that's decent. It's producing some stuff, but not what it should be. Not what it should be. So yeah, we got a little, just a little bit of interior done in here. I wanted this area where the storage system is to be kind of finished, and then this bay down here we will leave for another day. So yeah, there's not going to be a ton of stuff down here. It's basically going to be a landing runway for me to fly in and out. I'll probably put, like I said, a portal in here, and we're going to bring some fishermen over here just to trade those fish for emeralds. And anything beyond that would probably just be decorative theme. I don't know. What we have down here? Maybe I can get a tank with a guardian in it. No, that might hurt the rates. We won't do that. Well, maybe we'll get a tank with some fish in it or something. Some tropical fish, maybe. That'd be a lot easier to catch for sure. Yeah, so we'll just have this stairway. The stairway is definitely for keepsies. So the idea is basically I can fly in here, and I can almost, I've done it once or twice. I've actually flown all the way up and landed like right here. So that's pretty fun to do. You know what? Let's see if we can do it. Let's try and do it. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can land all the way in there. Oh, jeez. Oh, I hit the ceiling. Ah, we did it. So that's pretty fun. We can fly all the way up into here. That's all right. That's okay. This is kind of a low roof. We'll have to do some stuff about this. I definitely don't want to see any orange hull while we're inside. Yeah. So when we do this room, all of the orange hull and yellow and all this stuff, this will all be hidden, and I definitely want the inside to just be a completely different color palette from the outside. I think that's just kind of fun. That's kind of fun. And then down here, I'm going to put something in here that'll be kind of a runway. I might replace these blocks. These are visible from the bottom, but it's so dark down there you can't really tell what it is. So I could replace this and it wouldn't be a problem. Well, this has been a good build. It almost got away from me. I really felt for a while like this build was kind of going the way of the Iron Freighter. I was really kind of getting a little intimidated for a while because it took so long to kind of get started. But then once I got my dirt outline done and I figured out my sizes, things went much, much better. And there's a lot of things that I still need to do here. For example, this is basically a mob farm waiting to happen. We don't have any kind of lighting on this back section and a lot of these little detail sections. So I feel like I'm going to come over here with some carpet and some sea lanterns and try to get this all spawn proofed up on top there. Fortunately that's slabs, but there are all these little tiered edges along here. These are all spawnable spaces up along the top of that. I can't believe there's not a creeper standing up there right now. So that's something I definitely have to deal with. But we will do that on a return trip, or I'll probably just take care of it off camera, to be honest. That's the kind of little maintenance sort of things that I like to maybe do between episodes, sort of clean up action. So guys, thanks so much for watching this episode. I hope you really enjoyed it. I have certainly enjoyed doing the sea lantern farm. It is something sorely needed back at base. We need sea lanterns out the wazoo. So definitely got some more work to do around here, but it is, I would call this project substantially complete at this stage. So anyway, like I said, hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to come back, check out another episode. Please like and subscribe. And also, if you're interested in a little bit of different building, check out my series on the Hidden Secrets 2 SMP server. Yeah, there's some fun stuff going on over there. We are going from beta 1.1 all the way through current version of Minecraft. So lots of changes, lots of bugs, lots of quirky old Minecraft stuff. So come check it out. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. See you guys in the next one.